Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Op—
Yeah, she's got...
Theoretically, why don't you head—
Oh, it's you two. The party's over, I'm guessing? Of course. Everyone, Shilonen is work— Your name is a special case. I told Shilonen if we hurry, we might make it. I was just
Sounds like she really—
Yeah.
Wait, should we go make some for her then?
Oh, I appreciate the thought, but there's no need. I can tell what time it is. Besides... well, anyway, I have...
Wow, it's your ancient—
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls.
A light to guide us.
Amazing.
Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure...
Well, getting this name turned out to be easier than Paimon.
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power.
Imagine receiving that much help from the Lord of the Night only for our most trusted engraver to fail. That would have been so...
Well, success was never a question. You just like to make things seem dramatic.
Hey, it's not like I wanted you to fail. When you've been alive as long as me, you learn that anything can happen.
Okay, it all worked out in the end.
Your name was successfully forged, and it passed all my technical tests. But there's still one more step. We need to make sure the name has accepted you, and...
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if something equally unprecedented happens.
So you're saying it's still too early to celebrate? Well, when it comes—
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner. Basically...
Last time you just leave it to me. Fine.
Oh, and you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back.
Huh?
If forging an ancient name consumed the memories used to create it, The Pilgrim's Chronicle is still the most significant proof of your adventures in that.
No need to
Come on, I'll take you to my...
barbecue.
Oh, well, I forgot to mention, the place has top-tier alcohol as well.
Well, what are we waiting for? Hop to it, people!
Is something on your mind, Sweet Lolly? You've been...
But the closer we get to the final battle, and the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death. I believe.
All right, I'm ready. Oh,
No, not at all! Sweet Lolly just ate too much.
Yes, that's right. So,
let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central and... You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The work... Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts, like everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then, boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right...
Oh no!
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a...
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftsman, but it seems more like a...
Well, my primary work, you probably already know that, in other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of, and as a name engraved. But more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within, and to do that, I have to collect as many. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of... For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must get... This way, I can filter out only in true stories can you find... And this is the only...
We've heard about the concept behind...
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff. And it's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from, well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had, and that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like names are blessings for the future, but with this blessing, people will become more...
Oh, Paimon gets that! If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but the traveler always has Paimon by his side, though. So he'll never have to worry. Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Trav. Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Plisoli told me when I was trained. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Ugh, you know what, I am...
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just...
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. Come on, let's go disassemble this.
Full throttle!
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still in... Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, only after we've... If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside.
For the most part. But since it's a...
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of them, which is names are intrinsic. Only by having names can think. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see, names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually, after all, well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient name, giving someone a name is a subjective expression, but giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Shilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive.
Phew, now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you...
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Yeah, not bad. And quite fitting, too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. And when the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. And there! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the, phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time. More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time. Let me see. Start with...
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the Flichist engraving. All the adjustments are...
That means we can help Tlasoli and Nichka now.
well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? Yeah. Well, but if you ask me, there's a problem with what Auntie said. It's, hard to control by herself. Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if...
Accomplices?
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this Blaze Gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but from a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this Blaze Gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely... No, let's consider the memory. There's no way Auntie would let Nichka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nichka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the... Only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories up. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nichka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may... In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nichka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nichka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
Names are blessings for the future from people and... Also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Rev the engines!
Shilonen. It looks like...
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription up. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions. But I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt after the memory bank is constructed. The Blaze Gem inscriptions, absorption functions, must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen.
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you...
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is... no...
Yes, it's a major departure, but once this is all over...
That's fine.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need to consider how to let Nachika control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and Oh.
How could I just hand her a birth? I've picked out a box and packaged it up.
No, it's just...
Oh, is Nachika up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke. Uh-oh. What if something fell on her? We should check.
Nachika, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nachika?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nachika.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market. Oh, it's all my fault.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nachika enjoys...
Oh, right. Nachika probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told... Oh! Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nachika seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for...
Take her for a walk. But considering her
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions. Wait for a moment.
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachika. Don't cause any trouble for Shilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachika. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine. Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Igno. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now.
Chosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too! Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chanil and the other.
I hope so. Here, Igno. This is your inscription.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good quality ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little I remember that Nichka would become so happy every time she saw a shiny ring. Right, Nich?
I'm sure she'd love that.
My pleasure. Give me a moment.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nichka?
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient...
Mm-hmm, noted. I'll make that. Sorry, Nichka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. By the way, Nichka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about... Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so... She begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about...
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes. It's normal for us to be interested in ore.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave, when he was about to save his brother Rimac. According to the story, we should be right around... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on. I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your...
Then To Kill said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood...
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nichka? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... huh? Wait, what did the book say? Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting. Even if it's hard for kids to, well, complete... Oh, wait! Nichka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you.
That's not true. Actually, I already know the other ending.
You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom got for you?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Huh? Mom. Mr. Traveler and I were just talking... We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you at bedtime? Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give... But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating...
Next, let's visit a Paish. Stay close, Nichka.
Yes, Mom.
Failure is just a step on the path.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Paish Palan.
I didn't expect to have two naming. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli? I'll give you a discount like usual.
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that? Tlasoli sure has connection.
She was once our name engraver, and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer her
Thank you for your generosity. Come on, Nichka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nachka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nachka. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there?
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
And there goes Shalon and dragging Tlasoli off to buy more stuff. Ooh, what a busy day.
I won't run off. Paimon.
Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his... In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nichka? Which character do you like?
I like Remak.
Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlikwe. But never forgot his brother Tequila. He was also an amazing character. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlikwe in the final battle. Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nachka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequila.
Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of Kuatlikwe?
But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remak and took on his appearance. Ah, right. She read the version with a happy... Well, it doesn't matter. Only the...
My favorite line is the one from the end.
Come here, Nachka. Look at you. You're sweating.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water.
We've picked something out for Nachka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he...
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Shilonen has dragged Tlasolio.
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nachka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head...
Bring it!
I finished repairing your blaze gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it so it shouldn't fall apart so easily.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nachka get better.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're both too polite for your own good.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale blaze gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Shilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Pakal ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time Pakal came and asked me about it, as for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please.
Sure, we can...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet. Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what...
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out!
Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nachka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonen, but it's already getting late. It'll be Nachka's birthday in a few days, and...
No problem.
Mom,
You're getting hot again. You forget to take care of yourself once...
I did...
Nachka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry.
Nichka's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
No, Nachka was having so much fun today. Let me help carry her home.
No, it's fine. Let's go, Nachka. It's time to go home. Thank you, everyone, for spending... Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party. Alright, it's nearly bedtime for Nachka.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book that...
I understand. It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even
No, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh. What's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nachka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said... So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is all... In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending.
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first...
Oh, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nachka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nachka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nachka, where did you read that book? Answer me!
Go home, Nachka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nachka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nachka. Right here.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me,
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nichka, remember?
I know everything. Shilonen, help me, please.
Something's blocking the door.
Get back!
Shilonen, wait for us.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be trapped.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nachka's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go. Come on.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Alright, let's finish this fast. Let's ride. I'm going in! That was quick. Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate!
Alright.
Come on! Show me your courage!
May I present?
Let's ride. Try and stop me.
Out of the way, or get blown away!
Bring it!
Forget it!
Shower me with praise!
That was quick. That was quick.
Forget it!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Off we go! Shower me with strength!
Breath from the sky!
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside. All right. All right, let's keep going.
Rev the engines!
The show begins!
You got here quick. Impressed?
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nechka.
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
I'm afraid so.
Then, who Who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. It could only be Nechka. How could I be happy? My little Nechka is still waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nechka back, even if it costs me everything. And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient name. Shilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set out the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate, so I'm...
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry.
3,
Mom will always be with you.
2,
Wake up, Nechka.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Telasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the land. We've known each other a while, but we've never met.
You're Nechka?
Yes, but I still don't know your name.
My name's Nepeka.
It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
I saw Nachka, and was Nachka Shilonen. You saw her too, didn't you? I felt her hands and hugged her. Those gray shadows.
Have you...
She's just a little upset and was trying.
Enough, Tlisoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nachka. You collected memories of Nachka from countless people. But you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nachka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, what could they feel but abject pain and You absorbed those emotions. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nachka. What the real Nachka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful... Nachka, everything you exhaust, but... The names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child
Nachka is the end, but I can't say anything. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself and
A name without a
Shilonen, Nachka, Napacha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Thank you, Paimon. I'm
That's good.
But what about Tlisoli?